Another one on.
Turn around. He's on. Jimmy, get him.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Get him.
Get him, boy.
Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Two at a time. Bring one in, go get the other one. I'll tell you what.
Look at this hog.
Look at him go.
Look at that hog.
Jimmy, he's giving you a standing ovation. Hello, I'm James Whalen in Hampton, Virginia at the Get Hooked on Hampton Fishing Tournament and Oyster Bash. I'm here with Suzuki Marine and Jim Baugh Outdoors Fishing Show, and hope everybody enjoys themselves. Have a great day.
I'm Terry here from Bass Pro Shops, and we're in downtown Hampton at the Rockfish Tournament, and we're here to get hooked on rock fishing and the Oyster Bash.
Hello, my name is Raymond Temple from Temple Farms Catering, and I'm down here in downtown Hampton on the Oyster Bash and the Rockfish Tournament.
Well, thank you, Randy. And what a tournament it was. Hi, I'm Jim Baugh. Today we'll start off with a look at the 2005 Get Hooked on Hampton Rockfish Tournament, Oyster Bash, and Pig Pickin'. This event kicked off with an early morning boat inspection located at Sunset Boating Center, the host marina for this year's tournament. Johnson Family Boating Center was one of our fishing teams and fished one of the beautiful new Century boats located right here at Sunset. All total, there were over 40 fishing teams that checked out for an early morning boat inspection. Sunset Boating Center was there early on hand for fuel and supplies. Hampton River Bait and Tackle also was on hand for any anglers who needed their last-minute rock fishing tackle. At the time of the boat inspection, this tournament had over $42,000 up for grabs, including a $30,000 prize for the new state record rockfish. Now, this was the first year that this tournament really actually had decent weather. There was no small craft advisory, and most boats could pretty much fish wherever they wanted to. The official weigh-in was on the downtown Hampton waterfront, and all boats had to be checked in by 5 p.m. We knew to win this tournament was going to take a big fish. After all, the first fish to be weighed in was caught by Richard Backus and was a whopping 27 pounds. However, the Hampton Convention and Visitors Bureau fishing team, led by David Mitchell, would eventually weigh in a monster 34.5-pound rockfish that would later take first place in this year's tournament. Hampton, Virginia is the ideal location for Rockfish Tournament, and the Get Hooked on Hampton Rockfish Tournament is the largest rockfish tournament in the Chesapeake Bay. All legal waters are open to fishing, including the tributaries as well as the coastal waters off the Atlantic, all the way down to the North Carolina line. The tournament committee and all the tournament sponsors worked hard at providing one of the best tournament parties around. We closed off 2 city blocks in downtown Hampton, brought in the city stage for the Freeborn Blues Band, all-you-can-eat oysters, a pig pickin', vendor booths, a beverage truck, and we paid out over $11,000 in cash and prizes. This tournament is a don't-miss event. Just log on today at JimBaughOutdoors.com for current Get Hooked on Hampton tournament entry forms, news, and updates. Now, here is the final top 10 placement winners for the 2005 Get Hooked on Hampton Rockfish Tournament, Oyster Bash, and Pig Pickin'. year during the week of the Hampton Rockfish Tournament, I sneak out with some of my regular fishing buddies to try our hand at the awesome nighttime rock fishing located at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. As soon as we anchored up, we had more rockfish hooked up than we know what to do with. Night fishing at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel is excellent from October all the way through December. Just fish the light lines and make sure you have a good tide moving, and you'll catch more rockfish than you'll know what to do with.
Most luck with this right here. Catching wonderful quality rockfish, delicious eating, great fight, light tackle, spinning rods. And I tell you something, I told you earlier how Bill stole my fishing rods. Actually came out in his boat. Look at him, come over here. He actually came out by boat and brought us back our fishing rods. That's a pretty nice guy. But will y'all get away from our fishing hole, please? You're in our fishing hole. Please get the heck out of our fishing hole. So anyway, that's Cat and Bill. Here we go, getting a nice cooler full. Look, rockfish, bluefish. Wonderful, wonderful evening. And we released a ton of fish. We're just keeping a few for dinner. Fish on right here, right here. Mike's got a fish on. Way to go, Michael. Get it. I'm going to land him for you. Okay, Mike? Got to fight to him, got a little bit of pull.
Yeah, look at it.
Good, good, excellent. Major, you can take your ride and go back up on the bow if you want.
I'll wait a minute.
Want to see what Michael's got. Okay, the net is, Major, you know where the net is? Right here, right? It's a small net. Don't cross over these other lines now, big guy.
He's running.
No, we've got a lot, we do have a lot of lines out here today.
He said it's straight for his pile line, trying to break the line.
We do have atomic down on the bottom. And we had one hit on that. That'd be a big, that was definitely a good sized rockfish, probably the biggest we got. You seen him yet? You gonna cross over his lines, get tangled?
You gotta come over here. Look at that sucker.
Look at that, yeah, that's a good one. Major, going up to the bow, buddy. Up on the side. Excellent.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, get him, Mike. Coming right up off the Suzuki.
Oh, your line's on.
You want to hand line him in for you, or you need a net? You got him? Here you go. We'll take a good look at him. I'll tell you. Oh, wonderful rockfish. Wonderful rockfish.
Nice one. That is
Look at
nice
that.
fish.
Isn't that nice?
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Here we go. Open up top of the cooler. Rockfish, folks. Right here at the Bridge Tunnel. Look at that. Hey. Lots of fun. Getting a good cooler full. Look at these fish. Beautiful. Yeah.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, no, he is not as big as the others, of course. Now Mike's catching Captain Bill over there. Now this is a smaller rockfish. Of course, we're going to release this one. Beautiful rockfish, right here. Looks like something hit him right there. Very good. Wonderful evening, right here at Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. Can't beat it. We got Mike Wilburn over here. Good fishing buddy, longtime friend, catching Captain Bill's boat. Isn't that right?
Captain Bill catching my stuff.
Got a big one.
Fish on.
You got a big one. You still have a fish on?
Yeah.
Good. I'll help you get him in.
Foul
There he is.
hook.
Foul hook. Foul hook. It's a
Foul hook,
bluefish.
yeah, bluefish.
We love bluefish. Let me tell you. We've got a lot of recipes on our websites for bluefish. Absolutely love it. Here you go. Here you go. Cooler. Open the cooler. Throw him in. All right. I'll take care of him, Mike. Let me tell you, bluefish this size are absolutely phenomenal eating fish. Of course, they're good bait also, but I'll tell you, you just cannot go wrong. Right there, blackened up, absolutely fantastic. Get a nice cooler full of fish. We've been fishing about 45 minutes an hour. We've released a ton, and that's what he hit on right there. Probably only under the surface of the water, maybe about 2 feet. Isn't that right, Michael?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
That was right on top.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, put him in the cooler. Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel rockfish. Bluefish came in. They're feeding topwater. They're chewing up everything in sight. We're taking our shads, artificial lures, and just bouncing them right off the bottom. The rockfish has kind of gone down deep and kind of hugging right on the bottom. So instead of doing a lot of topwater lures right now, we're basically just jigging right off of the bottom, casting behind the pilings. Oh, he's nice. That'll be our last keeper for the evening. And it's a beautiful fish. You got him right? Watch out. Don't watch out rod tip. There you go. And so that's what we're doing. We're using these sassy shads, and we're just slightly bouncing them right off of the bottom. And the current here is strong enough to where, go ahead and hold up that fish right. Very good. And this is the lure. These are the lures that we're using, these storms. They're excellent lures. They're heavy enough to get down to the bottom in a good current. Go ahead and throw them in. There you go. Look at that cooler full of fish. That's not bad for about an hour, and we've caught and released twice that many. And they're all nice sized fish. So when you come out here, and if you're looking at the topwater bite and it's not happening, and you see the birds working, chances are they're these bluefish, these small bluefish. And we kept a few for dinner. They're delicious. But you want to work off of the bottom. Take your jigs and your shads, make sure you can get to the bottom. This is a very hard bottom right around here, around Hampton Bridge Tunnel. And that's how we catch them. Just very, very slow moving crank, and they'll nail it, just like that.
And on the upside of the structure too.
On the upside of the structure, always fish the upside of the current. We have an outgoing tide, so we're on the Hampton Road side. Beautiful night. Fall is the best time to come fishing down here, I tell you, it really is. Get a room right at the Radisson, right on the waterfront, public pier, sunset, blue water, and come out here. It's absolutely beautiful.
And now it's time for today's tip.
It's rockfish season here in downtown Hampton, Chesapeake Bay. I'll give you a little tip. Right around December, January, when the water really starts getting cold, and of course they cut off the water here at the docks, one thing you want to do is do a little bit of winterizing. Now I'll tell you what we do, mainly just to winterize the pursuit here, because we really fish it January, February, and March. So we really don't winterize the Suzukis, but what we do is we empty out all of the fresh water in the boat, all the fresh water lines, primarily your sink, your washdown hose, the sink also in the bathroom. And we just go, actually I went to Boaters World, we got some RV Marine antifreeze. And I only got about a 30-gallon tank on the showboat, and it only takes a little while to make sure that you drain all of the fluid out of the boat. All liquid, all water's got to be out of all of the lines. And do this, and of course make sure that your freshwater pump is running very well, and that you totally empty your tank out. In this case, I got about 25 gallons to run out. And once it's totally run out, all we do is put about 2 to 3 gallons of this antifreeze, and this is inexpensive. It's only a couple bucks, $2 or $3 per gallon. And I put 2 to 3 gallons in the 30-gallon tank, and then run both the sink in the galley and also the sink in the bathroom, and also our little freshwater washdown hose back there that we use on our bait stand, and just basically run the faucet until you see some of the antifreeze come out, and then shut it off and turn off your water pump, and you've properly then prepared all of your water lines for the winter. And there's only one winter that I didn't do that, and that's the one winter that actually the freshwater line going to our sink in the Marine Head did bust. So ever since then, just go to the store, get yourself some good antifreeze, and that's all you have to do. During the spring, do just the opposite, run out your 2 to 3 gallons, then take fresh water. I fill it up 30 gallons, run all the water out, fill it up one more time, and you're good to go.
Sunset Boating Center is not only the host marina for the Get Hooked on Hampton Rockfish Tournament, Oyster Bash, and Pig Pickin', but it's also headquarters for the annual Jim Baugh Rockfish Holiday. That's right, folks. Each year we take a day off of work, play hooky, and we go rock fishing. This year we had close to 50 boats enter this tournament, and prizes included 2 Suzuki 4-horsepower 4-stroke engines. Winning this event is simple. Just catch the single largest rockfish. The Jim Baugh Rockfish Holiday is held each year following the Get Hooked on Hampton Rockfish Tournament. For more information about this exciting holiday, just log on to www.JimBaughOutdoors.com.
All right, we're here at Jim Baugh Rockfish Holiday. Look at this monster. Hold him up. He's a big 33 and a half pounder. Wow. What'd you catch him on?
Well, it was a dead eel. We
Really?
had some eels, they froze last night on us.
Frozen eels.
Yeah.
This is what a frozen eel caught. This might be the winner. The winner, first place, heaviest fish is a Suzuki 4-horsepower 4-stroke engine, and the longest length fish is also a Suzuki engine. This may get it. That's the first fish to be weighed in, 33 and a half pounds. Beautiful fish. Very good. And it was nice and calm today, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it really was.
Blowing the nor'easter, small craft advisory. These guys went out, what, 18-foot center console?
No, 20.
20-foot center console. But that's a beautiful fish. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. Right here, fishing the Rockfish Holiday at a Sunset Boating Center in Hampton, Virginia. Wonderful. All right, let's go put him back.